Hey, Pearl, how are you today? Hey, and here's Minnie. Look at the pretty flowers I just planted. What? Oh, you're right. I almost forgot. Another day of soul care.
Hey everybody, this is James Emperor. Welcome to Soul Care, and this is Thursday, and I'm here with Pearl. Come here, Pearl. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Say hi. Up here. I'll be here. I'll let you say hi to Pearl. Pearl, come here. Come here. Up here. Good girl. Look and say hi. There she is. Say hi. Look. If you looked at my Facebook yesterday, she got groomed, and she's first time she had a haircut since I've had her. She was a puppy, and yeah. She didn't seem to enjoy it too much in the picture. Hi, Sue Wells. Hi, Salima. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Marg Webb. Oh, I would say, hi, Karen. Hi from Denmark. I've never been to Denmark. Hi, Julie. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Rebecca. I know, Pearl is beautiful. We're going to take a long ride today. We're going to Los Angeles. That's 3 hours away. And she's going to have a ride with me. So, hi, Lori. We're going to do this with, you want to lay down, baby girl? And here's my hat I just bought. Look at this. Don't rip it out of stuff here. That'll be nice. You like that? I got that in Florida when I was there. And I like it. And the other day I was at Home Depot, and they were someone was really not doing their job very well. I was getting a little upset, so I took the hat off. But anyway. Thanks. Oh, Patricia. Oh, tudo bem, Brazil. Hola, from Brazil. Love the hat. Yeah, no, that's great. I wanted to talk to you today about well, first of all, I think a lot of you might know this, that a lot of people wanted to have me do private readings again, which I don't do private readings again, but we had a lot of emails from people who want to make demonstrations, and they said there are too many people, we don't want to do that, there's the odds of getting a reading. So I had to rework stuff out, and with my calendar and with the amount of people. So I'm doing a spirit circle on June 20th. You might see it, and it is be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Pacific Standard Time, and that will give me a very limited amount of people. So it's a few more tickets left, and everyone will receive a reading, a very substantial reading, each person. It'll be at 2 hours, so they'll probably be it'll be a decent thing. So anyway, we have some tickets left. So if you're interested, you should register ASAP, because by the end of today they'll probably be gone, because that's why it's so limited. So feel free to do that. Okay, and there's the lovely graphic that a lovely lady did. So I want to talk to you a little bit. Be nice. I like to keep the hat, and I'll keep the hat. I'll take it off. All right. What I want to talk to you today about has directly works with that spirit circle, or I want to call it the mind of a medium. And I thought it'd be really interesting to talk about what happens and to the mind of a medium when they're doing a demonstration, when they're giving spirit messages out, and how to prepare for a sitting, whether it is a sitting of private sitting one-on-one, like the one on the 20th, or you're going to do a demonstration like I'll be doing in July in San Diego. It doesn't matter as far as the medium goes for preparing themselves for that event. I call it an event because for me, it's very sacred work, and it's you are an ambassador to the spirit world. And for me, the day of a private reading, the day of the private reading, the 20th, or the day I do a demonstration, the day of, as soon as I wake up, I want to open up my mind. So it really works with the mind. And you've heard me say this many times, that the mind is the soul, and we as a soul, this physical body is a very small part of us. It's like I say, 20-30% of our soul. The rest is outside of our body on different levels. So another analogy I love is the sun. The sun, and think of this as a ray of the sun, but there are lots of rays of that one sun, right? And that could be your soul in other lifetimes, currently happening now, maybe future lives, past lives, different planets, different galaxies. There are millions of galaxies, right? So really, the perspective you should have is this is a sliver of your soul. And the way that the spirit people and I know that my sister just passed in April, and she's been coming through to me, and I've been asking her to show me things, to send me images as best as she can. She's brand new there, but how she can get it to my mind that I can share it with all of you. And she showed me the sun, and she said, also, we're one of many, many worlds. And the reason I did the graphic like that with the circles was because I wanted to show that everything is circular. Because she kept on talking about there are circles of worlds. And we can go to all these different worlds. And we have all these different worlds. But the direct connection with spirit is, of course, the energy of love that brings us closer to them, and they closer to us. It's that urgency, that energy of love, which never dies, right? Life-like love will never die. It exists more and more and more. And the more you can begin to love yourself on this planet Earth, the more you become expanded in your awareness. I'm helping a friend, my good friend Kelly, with a book she's writing, an incredible book called Spiritual Awakening. And in the book, she discusses that, that we all come back on this earth to have many, many, many different experiences in life, and some, and in order to wake up, to remember who we are. Because the majority of the world, in this earth world, is about 3% of people are conscious. The rest are unconscious. The rest are 97% are sleepwalking. And it's vibration, same vibration, just used a different way. So you can use vibration for love, or you can use it for hate. So people who are sleepwalking and unconscious are using it for wars and violence, gun shootings, greed, abusing people. It's all about that lower vibration. It's using that vibration, the lower aspects of vibration, and we come back here to use the higher aspects of us people that are on this, and others, of course, light workers, are aware of that other existence, that we are souls having human experience. That being said, in the sense of the medium, when I wake up in the morning, hold on, someone's at my door. That's okay. I'm preparing myself to for this situation, experience the spirit world. And how I do that is that when I wake up in the morning, I open up my mind and I set an intention. And the intention that I set in my mind is that I am, and it's a very humble, it really is to be working with spirits. It's a very humbling experience. There's no room for ego there, healthy ego, but really that you give yourself to them, you surrender to them. And so my mind says, I'm surrendering myself to you to be used, and please use my mind today, throughout the day, to open me up, to give me influences, visions, sights, words. And throughout the day, I'm kind of in a state of light, I won't say like trance, but I'm definitely kind of an altered state in that I'm very aware of my world around me. I'm very aware. So if I see, for instance, and this happened once, I was on my way to a demonstration, and I was with a good friend named Mavis Patilla, who is past UK medium, and we're driving to a demonstration. I'm driving her there, and we're on the LA freeway, and there's a white, red, and blue balloon in the middle of the freeway, and it hits the car and goes on. And she and I said at the same time, that's going to be used in the demonstration. Spirit did that deliberately. Well, that night, there was a young boy that passed over, and his parents, it came through that the parents had a memorial at the beach, and they released the red, white, and blue balloon. So there you go. There was that. Another time I've had it where there was the day of a demonstration or a sitting, there'd be a motorcycle. I've seen a motorcycle, and for some reason, be on the side of the road, and the guy's having trouble with it, and he almost got hit by another car. And I thought, oh, that's going to be used tonight. Sure enough, it was. Man came through with a motorcycle. So preparing the mind, you got to be opening, and the more you can kind of open your mind, and the way I envision is the sun rising with that little half sun. I envision that, right? And then I am ready. Then and the spirit world's always ready. We as a medium have to put ourselves through that. So when you're preparing to go to a medium, to have a reading with a medium, as maybe we'll do on the 20th of June, or another time, the way you can be the recipient of the reading is to send out maybe once in the morning, once the day before, one person, two people you want to speak to, and just send it out. Don't demand and don't beg. They will not come that way. They will not. They have free choice, free will. So the best way to receive a reading is to just send it out and be open. Be open and be neutral to whatever happens, because spirit is able to come through to you, to the medium, and also you, because you're part of that experience. They use your energy, they use your mind energy and your vibration. And if it's a vibration of come to me, come to me, come to me, or I want to speak to Johnny, come on, Johnny, it breaks that. It puts a wall up. It really limits the energy. So you want to be as open as possible and have the experience for yourself and for the spirit world. Remember that we do this also because the spirit people want to evolve in their side of life. And perhaps they've done something which they regret. Maybe they didn't love you as much as they could have or should have, or said something they didn't mean to, or there's unfinished business of some kind. So this might be an opportunity for them to resolve that and really resolve that unfinished business with the person. Or also, it's open to whoever comes through. In that, I once was doing an event, and a man came through, and he was a neighbor of this girl in the audience, and he apologized for abusing her when she was a young girl. So, and he died, she said, about 15, 20 years ago, and he still held on to that. Remember, there's no time. So when I prepare for a meeting, I send that also the sense of thank you, spirit of gratitude, and love. And I sit probably 10, 15 minutes before and open up to the power, my power, getting into that loving vibration. And it feels really great. It's like being in a geyser, and it's all this love. And you feel their love of thank you and gratitude for doing the work. So anyway, that's the work of the mind of a medium as I work and prepare for demonstration or spirit circle. So I want to share it with you. So, so any questions about that process or about mediumship you'd like to know, or about the spirit circle on the 20th? Okay, Peggy, no problem. You have to go. No problem. Heaven is unconditional love. That's right, Martine. And we can have heaven down here on the earth too, if we love unconditionally, if we don't judge others. And because why should we judge another? We don't know their life. We don't know their background. Who are we to judge? So judgment is fear-based, which is a human emotion, and love is of the spirit, the soul. Hi, Joni. I've discovered that spirits are just as willing and happy to get the message through as we already hear them. Joni, even more so sometimes, because, and of course, you're going to be with me on the cruise. We're going to have a phenomenal time, immersive experiences. I get real high when I drive my car and I play the playlist of music that I'm going to use for the immersion exercises. So in some ways, they really want to come through, and they're really excited to come through. And that's why we need many mediums to really give them an opportunity to come in and to get that healing as much as, yes, and they want as well. And something more so. Is June 20th sold out? There is room available, but not much. It's like under 10 seats left. That's it. Not many I'm doing. So it's yeah. So if you're interested, definitely get your ticket after this, because that's they'll go once they're sold out. They're sold out. Hi, Mari Pasa. Oh, I just came on. Oh, good. Well, you just missed a whole bunch of great stuff. Okay. Yes. Bless you. I'm doing my inner work and focus on what makes me happy. Good. I hope that's my purpose besides the human experience. Well, you're asking me, what do you think, Mara? You think that's your purpose? What brings you happiness, and what is a passion? What lights that flame of the soul within you? What illuminates that light? What puts that light out? Think of it that way. That's good, everybody. What lights your light? What keeps it going and encourages it and fuels it? And what dampens it? What holds it back? Think of yourself as a flame. Okay. Hi, Karen. How can a person get rid of anxiety about dead, and what happens when we die? Well, Karen, I think that you need to read my book, Talking to Heaven, and a bunch of other books I've written. And maybe you want to develop your own, just be with mediums or see what goes on with them. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. It might be a control issue, Karen. If someone's trying to control, if you're trying to control the situation, it's not going to happen that great. You can't. No one has control. So it's a waste of energy to worry about death, because it's going to happen all of us, and it's a natural process, and it's an easy process. It's just like falling asleep, but you're just conscious of it, and it's not painful at all. It just isn't. My sister, who I just helped pass in April, who was a mediumistic person and doing readings for people, she would say at the end, she was like, "Oh my gosh, am I dying?" I said, "Well, you're going to ride the magic carpet ride." And she came back when she passed over. She came back within, I don't know, hours. And she said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I was all worried about it." She said, "It was so great. It's the best thing that ever happened." And I've heard that reaction. Many other people said the best part of their life was when they died. And you know, there's a great place, Karen. Go to A Lawyer for the Afterlife, Victor Zamet, Lawyer for the Afterlife, and you should go on and get his newsletter every Friday, because he sends videos, scientific studies about death, the dying process. There's no reason to worry. Take the energy away from that. You don't need to. Okay. All right, my love. Renee, do you hear your guides with a spirit or both? I hear both. I have multi-sensory. So it's a multi-sensory experience. And behind me, I feel them around me like a semicircle. There'll be one guide that is, and I'm very aware they're assisting the other spirit coming to the side of me, and I'll talk to them. There are several that'll talk to those spirits before they come into my mind, my mindset, my field. And because they tell them how to process the emotion, the thought with an emotion. And the easiest way to get through to James is a strong thought and an emotion, strong emotion behind it. And the lighter the emotion, like it presents a sense of humor or very emotional, sentimental, I pick it up really well. Because remember, you're dealing with this medium, this vessel, and it has to be done with the aspects of my soul that they kind of light up when that spirit comes in. They have to choose which bulbs to light up in my mind. And I'm a person that has abilities of art, of writing, of singing, of acting, of I don't know, of loyalty, courageous, happy, and joy, and they have all that to pick from to come in to get the message through. So I can relate. So if I can relate to that spirit coming in, I've just done this many times. Like, oh, your father is wonderful. I want to go and I could go and have a beer with this guy at the pub. I could really enjoy that. What a great sense of humor. So those are the ones that come through really well because they're light and they're happy. They're very close to me. So every spirit, they say every spirit has their medium. And there might be a spirit that goes to 3 or 4 other mediums looking and watching them work and saying, oh, I can't relate to that person. No, it's not good. They don't know me that well. Now this person, they're open. They're just no. Their angles are too. They think of things this way too much. That's not for me. And they go around. They try out the minds, the mediums. They watch demonstrations or readings, private readings, and if it works, they find their medium. They will do the best they can to influence a way that their loved one can get to that medium. That sounds very strange. Like a lot of you ended up on this page because your loved ones wanted you to see this, maybe to come into the meeting, the spirit circle, or another time to get a reading with me in some way. So that's why I think, I think it's part of the reason that you found this. Part of it. Okay. Misha, hi. I'm going to try to pronounce your last name, Spipudo, which I think is fabulous. I don't know if it's Italian. Okay. James, you said a wonderful example for decades. Thank you very much. How do you go about teaching these topics, acceptance piece in schools to kids? Yeah, it's a great question. I put together my own school, as you know, the JVP School of Mystical Arts. And I did that for the adults, but also a lot of that is exercises can be used for children. It can be done for the adults, can bring it down to a level of they understand that the children understand more than adults. I mean, really, they were more open, if you will. So I did that with them. And my books, I wrote, my books can be brought down to the level of children. I wrote a book called Looking Beyond, which is a children's book about intuition. So it's a matter of really bringing the adults, bring them to, then need to bring it to the children. And I don't know, for me, every parent is different. Every experience is different. There are some people that are, and that term people are woke. I don't like it because it's not the right way of using that personally. I think it's a political BS. I think, but awakened, I think is something very different. But the parents need to be awakened to a point, before they bring it down. But thank you very much, Misha, for your lovely thoughts. Excuse me. Hello, I have a sign up. Hello, Roderick Fabre. Hi, Roderick. I have a sign up for your class that starts this month. Great, congratulations. Good for you. Good for you. I'm doing my meditation course starts at the end of June. You'll hear all about that. It's really, really cool. Should I show you a promo? Yeah. I'm working on the promo right now, so I'll show it to you. So this is a promo I'm looking. There are 4 promos that I have. Okay, let's see. I just got this sent to me. So you're the first people going to see the promo of my new meditation course at the end of the month. So I have to, it's called a rough cut. So I got to pick out what I like, what I don't like, music, images, and so forth, and they'll change. But this is what we have so far.
Every time you sit and practice, you'll discover something new. Whether it's about yourself, the world we live in, and the choices that you make, and the people in your life. So be open to anything that happens and everything that happens. Through meditation, the sitting in the stillness, you're going to have a new sense of awareness of who you truly are as a soul living on this earth. This is work of the heart. We're going to learn to live heart forward, and that's what this is about. It's not work. It's beauty. It's fun. It's amusement. It's love. It's feeding your soul. This is all about you. It's your own practice. This meditation process and this practice will change your life. You are no longer living in limitations and fear. You are able to express who you truly are. You will change not only yourself, but the world.
Isn't that cool? I feel like it's one of 4 different ones that I got to pick, and there's some wonderful people working on it. It's just great. It's great when people come together and very, very cohesive. But that's it. It's got a quick preview of the premiere of the promo that I'm just using to get it all over the world. I'm just getting it out there and just trying to get it out there because it's a great course. It's all about, I'll talk about it later on, but it's more than meditation. It's getting, because we talk about sitting in stillness all the time. So it really is about that, how to do that. So you look great. It's cool, huh? Hi, Raven. Hi from South Africa again. Hello, sweetheart. Just finished talking to heaven. I'm on a roll with your books. Yeah. Thank you again for sharing your gift and contribute. So thank you. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Thank you. Christy, I've been following you for around 15 years. Oh, thank you. And finally, at the right time in my life to develop my mediumship, to bring healing on both sides. My ego is trying to rush the process, but I'm aware of that. Thank goodness. I'll be in your class in a couple weeks. That's great, Christy. Yeah, I love that you say that and you're honest about it. And it's a normal thing because, and especially in the age we're living right now with everything moving so fast, so quickly, and social media, it's like, ugh. I talked to some other mediums about this because I'm doing a class with the Shift Network, and it's really interesting because it's time to change so much, but people are used to having satisfaction very quickly. And mediumship to me is a development of your soul. It's slowly, it's you can't rush that flower to grow. You can't push the natural ability, your natural sense, your natural abilities. A flower, in order for a flower to grow, and that's why the month of flowers is really, you got to give it the proper conditions, which is, of course, dirt, fertilizer, sun, water, and I think love. And it's a process of how that grows. Same thing with mediumship. Your soul has to develop and open up and surrender to the highest part of you. And the ego, the earth mind, gets in the way. So it's a spiritual awakening. And yeah, good for you. Take it slow. The best part of my work as a medium, some of the best parts, was my development. Sitting in development and watching, feeling, sensing how layers were taken away, how my fields were opened, how I became aware of the other energies in the room and the colors all around. And by sensing it, by getting into that subtlety is the best way to do this. So it's a very subtle experience. And it's like a feather. It's soft and gentle. Good girl. Okay. Jonathan, hi, Jonathan. About 10 years ago, I started practicing yoga. Very good. And really felt connected with a higher power and people that have moved on. My feeling of higher power has since dimmed. Do you think yoga helps awaken people? Yes, I think yoga. I do yoga. I'm actually in the middle of actually calling someone else to do my yoga because my yoga instructor is not doing it anymore. But I think it's a great way to open yourself up because number one, you're working on the breath. You're getting in tune or in touch, in tune with your natural, the rhythm of the breath and the body. The physical vibration, the physical body, and you get to that sense of, the freedom. I think there's so many experiences I've had with yoga. I love it, and to me, it taught me also, not taught me, but reminded me that you can do anything you want. The only limits we have are ourselves, the limits we place on ourselves. But yoga is a good way, and then meditation would be another great way too. All different ways to awaken. So my newsletter this week is on spiritual awakening and the different ways people go through to become awakened, to be conscious, to wake up, right? So that's really what it's about. And sometimes it takes many, many life experiences and rough experiences. It's almost like the diamond has to be rough. And with every experience we have, it softens it. It cuts a facet of the diamond so that your light can shine. So that's really what it's about. It's a spiritual awakening. And don't be so hard on yourself, Jonathan, and everybody else. We're here in school. It's not easy, but we're here, and we got to really celebrate that we're actually here. Okay. Corinne Aspel, James, do you ever feel blocked from the connection? I do have. Well, let me just stop with that. That's one question. Do you ever feel blocked with the connection? No. If I ever feel blocked the connection, I'm in the way. The ego's in the way. I feel source energy all the time. I feel an energy coming through me all the time. I have an awareness of things all around me all the time because I don't get so micro focused. And I've let go of control many years ago. The moment I let go of control, I started living. I started thinking things from a larger perspective and expansive. And I became aware of I can't control people. Let people be who they're going to be. And if I step back and be objective and just observe them, not get into their drama, I'm better off there, better off. But you're connected easier. So try that, Corinne. Try different ways to looking at life and looking at people, and not be so involved in it. Just step back. Be the. I often say, sit in the audience of the show. Watch the show from the audience point of view. Don't get in the show. Watch the show. It'll help you. Okay. Hi, Laura. I feel like my ego gets in the way of finding my purpose. Yes. Why does it in the way? What do you have to accomplish? Where does that come from? It probably comes from childhood. It might be a traumatic experience that's not resolved. So, you might want to get sense with a traumatic therapist could help with that. The things I want to do, take a backseat to my children with autism. Things I want to do, take it back. Okay. I work hard to ensure that they have opportunities, support, and feel loved. And there's only so much you can do. You can't live other people's journeys for them, whether they're autistic or whether they have a physical handicap. You can love them and you can, give programs, things, but that's it. That's all you can do. They have to go through it. Doesn't mean you love them less. You're caring, you're loving them, but you're also giving them the freedom to live their journey. You're not smothering them. So again, please take care of yourself. Laura, I love this experience. Just close your eyes. And everyone, if you want to do this, everyone you can, close your eyes for a second and imagine that you're taking a walk in a forest. Maybe you're going down a path of a forest and lovely trees. You can smell the fresh air. Eucalyptus trees are all around. You can smell the eucalyptus. It's fabulous. Everything's calm and loving. Maybe you hear a waterfall in the distance, some butterflies flying around, and the sun twinkles through the branches of the trees, and you smell the fresh, beautiful air. And as you look to your left, you see a bundle under a tree, and it's in like white. And you get closer, and you notice it's a blanket. And I want you to imagine now, everyone, you pick up the blanket, and it's a baby. And I want you to look down at the baby and hold that baby. Look at the baby's face and see yourself. How do you feel? You can open up your eyes. So there you go. How would you take care of that beautiful baby? And Laura, you're that beautiful baby. Okay. So you cannot carve out quiet time to do things I enjoy. Well, you have to do that. You have to do that if you want to. You don't want to live a life that you regret and not have given yourself the time that you need to revive yourself. Be gentle. That baby needs to take some naps. Hello? Okay, sweetheart. Kelly, how do I know what is spirit and what is my own thoughts? Well, it's because you have to develop that subtle recognition of spirit, when you'll feel the difference, the energy of that, than your own ego, your own thoughts. And that comes with years of development, sweetie. Oh, Hannah, very nice. Be kind to yourself. That's the message today. I've been practicing meditation, asked my guides to show themselves to me in any way possible. I've asked for silence and waited for any image or random thoughts to come, and nothing ever comes. Why? Because you're trying too hard. Rebecca, you think too hard. You're in your head demanding them to come in. You're giving them no space. So can you sit in the stillness of your being every day for 15 minutes? Why don't you try that? And if you try that, you give them the space and yourself the space. And you can relax and be soft and gentle and let them come in on a subtle vibration. Not I need to hear from you. I need names. I don't know any guides that give names. I don't, because they're not human. They're more of an energetic feeling. For me, that's my experience. But you have to take the responsibility to set the stage, if you will, to give them that atmosphere for them to come in. And if we're so busy every day doing things and not giving ourselves time to sit quietly, and I suggest the same time every day, that then get into a habit of that'll work for you. But they can't come to you if you're running around and wanting this, wanting that, and they come to you in very subtle ways. That's why it's so much easier for so many people to have experiences when they're in the dream state, because they don't not try to control it. They're in that beautiful subtle light state. Okay. Good luck, sweetheart. Just relax. That's all. Okay, a mediumship question. And okay, Melissa, I have a mediumship question. When someone is a medium, do they know when people pass away? Because I do. And do mediums know how to challenge spirit and give them readings because I did a friend of mine from my head as being a medium. Well, there's a lot of to unpack there because you asked a lot of things. So first of all, when someone is a medium, they know when person is going to pass. Not necessarily. Every single person is what we call intuitive, right? Intuition is the language of your soul, and your soul, that's how it communicates, is intuition. So that comes from the heart. So when you go from the head to the heart, you can feel, sense things. A medium is in the context period that passed over to the light already. Okay. And mediums know how to channel spirit. Well, they do bring through messages, yes, and give them readings, yes. And you can receive, everyone's a medium to a point. So you can receive information, but it's undeveloped. It needs to be more developed. So it's raw, it's rare. I mean, it's raw. It's raw. It's like having a bunch of clay and you can make something of it, but the formation would be nicer the more you worked or took a class or worked on that form, that clay form. You could make that sculpture even stronger. So that's, I guess, the best analogy to make. So that's part of mediumship, not fully though. Mediumship certification of my JP School of Mystical Arts, something you might want to look into, or Psychic Portals. It's a good course for that as well. So there's more than one spirit guide. Yes, Dominic, more than one spirit guide. And you met a lady who builds boats. Good for you. Scott, do we have a choice to reincarnate or not when we pass? Yes. You have a choice when to reincarnate, where to reincarnate. The Earth is one of millions. There are millions of galaxies out there, millions. The Earth is one place. Rich opportunity for growth here. But we have a choice to reincarnate or not. And yeah. So I hope you sign up for the tickets there June 20th, Tuesday, June 20th, the Spirit Circle. We have only a few left. So if you're interested, definitely do that. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday during Soulcare. All right. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. Have a great weekend.